Yeah, today I want to speak on the subject of persistence and agitation. Persistence in agitation as we struggle for freedom and independence from neocolonialism and the system which we are facing today. It has been said uh, from time to time that the privileged classes do not give up their oppressive tendencies unless you resist and resist and resist. Now, what we are seeing in Africa today is these privileged classes of people who have come in the form of political parties. We normally have two political parties, and in some cases we have one political party which is there that is having these tendencies. And people running those political parties, they are the privileged people who have kept our Africa in operation in this neo-colonial state of affairs, whereby things are exploited to the benefit of Europe, America, Canada. Our resources are exploited for the benefit of these countries. And these classes, these people, they take whatever they take in form of bribes from these whites who are coming from Europe, Canada, Australia, America, everywhere, and now China. And they benefit themselves. They drive mansions. You have seen how much the members of parliament they earn. You have seen how much ministers they drive big cars while people are suffering. So these are the oppressive classes, and they cannot give up this kind of exploitation until we resist against them. We have to do a deliberate resistance against them. We have to agitate, and this agitation has to be consistent over a period of time. If we do not agitate as the youth, because this is the moment, this is the time that we have been waiting for. We are the people that we have been waiting for, we the youth. So we have to start now agitating and revolting against this fraud and deception that it is democracy they are practicing, when in actual sense they are giving out all our resources to go out there. We know that Africa has enough resources, but they are giving out all the resources to go out there. They have refused to unite, when we very well know that the issue of unity of Africa is crucial to our development. And they have continued to behave in ways that allow the neo-colonialists to come and exploit our resources, while the African people continue to wallow in poverty. So these classes, these oppressive classes which are letting this kind of attitude go on, we have to resist against them. We have to come out in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. We have to come out and resist them. We have to come out and say we need a united Africa. This is the only, we need an organized Africa. We are tired of a disorganized Africa whereby everyone is pulling things and taking it whatever they want. Everyone is pulling in different sides. Everyone is running in different directions. And the neo-colonialists are getting advantage. They are using this advantage. We cannot accept this again. We cannot continue this. We have seen that Africa is losing more than $100 billion every year. And where is this money going? One of the places which have been traced that where this money is going is the United States, Europe, Canada, and now China also. Because these people, they come in as people who are coming to bring aid, but they are not bringing aid. They come in as if they are bringing investment, and they are called investors when they are coming here. But when in actual sense, these are people who are coming in to exploit our resources and bribe off a few people, mostly the politicians, and a few other people who are working in their corporations. So we, the African people, we the majority, we the youth, We have to make these things right. We have to build our own companies. And we cannot continue to go like this. Remember, I told you, privileged classes never give up on their privileges without strong resistance. Without strong resistance, they don't give up their privilege. These are privileged people, so they will do anything to keep it. And you have to remember that freedom only comes through persistent revolt, through persistent agitation, through persistence, persistently rising up against the system that is oppressing us. And we have seen that it is this system that is oppressing us, this system of neocolonialism, which is using slogans of democracy. And they tell us that when we vote, everything will be okay. It is not true that when we vote, things will be okay. It is not true. That is not the only thing. What we need is a unified Africa. We need economic freedom. What I mean by economic freedom, we need our resources to benefit the people on the continent. The Congo belongs to every African. The resources in Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, belong to every African. This is the mindset we have to approach this problem with. The resources in South Africa that are going out to benefit Britain, Netherlands, and Europe, and American, Anglo-American, and all these countries, these resources belong to Africans. Whether you are an African in Nigeria, these resources in South Africa and the Congo belong to you. In Kenya, they belong to you. Whether you are an African in Nigeria, these resources in the Congo belong to you. Whether you are an African in Kenya, the resources in Nigeria, they belong to you. This is the state of mind in which we are supposed to approach these colonialists, these black colonialists that are masquerading around on the continent as Democrats, as people who have voted and they are practicing democracy. These are liars. These are the privileged classes who don't give up on their privileges until we resist against them. So we have to show them that we have understood what they are doing. We have understood the lies they are spreading on the continent. And they are saying that when we vote, everything will be okay. In return, what are they paying us? They pay us with selling our resources and living privileged lives and living in mansions and driving cars. And they run around in, their cars are driving with the sirens. When we are driving on the roads, we are walking on the roads, they tell us we should come out of the road. But what are they going to do? They are going back to their offices to sign off contracts so that our resources can go and benefit. We don't have industrialization in Africa. Industrialization has declined in Africa ever since the 1960s and 1970s. There's no industrialization that is going on. And these privileged classes are benefiting. They live privileged lives. Their children study in Europe. So we have to approach this problem on a Pan-African scale. We cannot continue to live like this. And these privileged classes, we have to resist them. Remember, I told you that freedom only comes through persistent revolt, through persistent agitation, through persistent rising up against the system that is oppressing us. And this system which is oppressing us today is the neocolonial system. It is the same system as colonialism, only now it is hidden, it is masquerading, it is using these black leaders, and they are saying that they are Democrats. They are masquerading as Democrats. But when in fact they are delaying, they are the ones delaying, they are perpetuating the system of neocolonialism that is serving Europe, that is serving America, that is serving Canada, is serving Australia. These are the countries which have companies that are exploiting our resources. And now China is coming on top. Even the weak Indians, a weak India is also coming on top to exploit Africa's resources. We have to resist this. We have to resist this. We have to resist these people. We have to start coming out on the streets and demanding what is rightfully ours as Africans. We have to start coming out as the youth. We have to start a conversation around a united Africa now. We cannot wait anymore. We cannot wait any longer. We have to make the dream of a united Africa, a functional Africa, and industrialized Africa, whereby our youth don't lack jobs. We want to see industries and cars built by Africans. We want to see roads built by Africans, not roads that are being built by the Chinese. We want to see buildings and infrastructure that is being built by Africans, high-speed trains, high-speed rails that are being built by the Africans themselves with their hands, not the Chinese coming to build things for us, not the Italians to come and build it, not the Brazilians to come in Africa and build roads for us and hospitals. No, 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 this cannot work. It cannot work. We cannot continue like this. To build interchanges, to build flyovers, and it's the Chinese, it's the Americans, it's whoever they are, the ones building it. Those people, they don't have money. They are stealing our money from here and taking it to America and coming back and saying they are giving us aid. They are not giving us any aid. The United States is bankrupt. Europe is bankrupt. They don't have money. The United States is printing mere paper, useless paper. The resources are here in Africa. We do not need printed paper from the United States. It's worthless. We do not need printed paper from Europe. It's worthless. They don't have money. Those people are poor now. The riches are here in Africa. So it is time for us to come to terms with the reality. And the reality is that these people who are masquerading as Democrats in political parties, they are the ones who are stealing and aiding the stealing of Africa's resources. We have to stop them. We have to resist them. These are the privileged classes who do not give up their privileges until we resist against them. Until we strongly resist against them. Until we tell them that we know what they have been doing. Until we tell them that we know that they are stealing from Africa. We know that they are bamboozling us, that they are lying to us, that they are practicing democracy. But when in actual fact, they are leading to the leakage of Africa's resources. We have to resist this. Remember, I told you, these are the privileged classes that are leading to the suffering of the Africans. Remember always what I told you, that freedom and Africa's freedom and the ability for us to unify Africa and build the industry, we are going only to be free if we have industrialized Africa and all the Africans have jobs, all Africans have good health, all Africans have good education. Until we are developed, completely developed, sustainably developed, these people are the ones who are aiding the suffering that is going on in Africa. And remember, I told you, freedom only comes through persistent revolt. We have to revolt. And through persistent agitation, we have to agitate. And through persistently rising up against the system that is oppressive, against the system that is evil, against the system of colonialism and neocolonialism that is happening right now. And these are the people, this is the intersection. These people who are masquerading as Democrats on the African continent. These are the problem. These guys are the problem. They are the intersection between the colonialists and we, the people. They are the ones who are helping the colonialists to steal from us. Remember, I told you that Africa is losing $100 billion every year. $100 billion. Do you know what $100 billion can do? Africa today has a deficit of $200 billion. Deficit in infrastructure resources, in infrastructure deficit of $200 billion. And these people are letting these resources go. These people who are in power. So we have to resist them if we want Africa to go anywhere. We have to stop this attitude. They are holding on to a system which is old. A system which has been expired a long time ago. This is an old system that is not working. Even in America, it is not working. In Europe, it is not working. This is an old system. We have to resist this system. And I'm calling on to all Africans, especially the youth. Especially the youth. And I want to repeat that freedom only comes through persistent revolt, persistent agitation, and through persistently rising up against the system that is oppressing you. And this is the system that is oppressing us, the neocolonial system that is being aided by these people who are calling themselves that they are being elected, that they are political parties, that they are, this is not what we need. A unified front in Africa here. We need a united Africa. Thank you very much.